So good morning, everyone. Welcome to the protest hearing for the Sky Ranch change of organization. I will call this meeting to order at 11:04 a.m. So on behalf of the Executive Officer, Keith Simons, my name is Michaela Peters, analyst with San Diego LAFCO and project manager for the proposal, as well as delegated hearing officer for today's meeting. So the purpose of the hearing today is to conduct protest proceedings for the conditional approval of the Sky Ranch change of organization. And this protest hearing serves as an opportunity for landowners and registered voters within the affected territory to submit or withdraw written formal protests to the Commission's May 6th conditional approval by application of the Padre Dam Municipal Water District, 5 acres of territory within the Helix Water District service area to Padre Dam MWT. The purpose of this proposal is to eliminate an existing overlap between Padre Dam MWT and Helix WD's service boundaries, and in doing so, make explicit that Padre Dam is the authorized water service provider going forward. And to note, this correction will not change the current service provider or rates to the affected territory. So the purpose of this hearing is to determine whether the landowners within the affected territory agree or disagree with the detachment. And typically now we would ask for any public comment or anyone who would like to submit or withdraw the protest. But seeing none, I'm going to go ahead and read the resolution word for word into the record. So bear with me. Okay, so whereas on February 7th, 2024, the Padre Dam Municipal Water District filed a resolution to initiate proceedings and an application with the San Diego County Local Agency Information Commission, hereinafter referred to as Commission, pursuant to the Cortese-Knox-Hertzberg Local Government Reorganization Act of 2000. And whereas the application seeks approval of a change of organization to detach approximately 26.5 acres of incorporated territory within the city of Santee from the Helix Water District. And whereas the affected territory involves 38 legal parcels, 17 of which only involve a portion of the parcel and are currently developed with 27 single-family residences as part of the Sky Ranch community. And whereas an applicable master property tax transfer agreement applies to the proposed change of organization dated December 2nd, 1982. And whereas the proposed change of organization necessitates the Commission consider a certain conforming sphere of influence amendment to accommodate the jurisdictional change. And whereas the Commission's executive officer has reviewed the proposed change of organization and prepared a report with recommendations. And whereas the executive officer's report and recommendations on the proposal have been presented to the Commission in the manner provided by law. And whereas the Commission heard and fully considered all the evidence presented at the notice public meeting on the proposal on May 6, 2024. And whereas the Commission considered all the factors required by law under Government Code sections 56425 and 56668, as well as adopted local policies and procedures. Now, therefore, the Commission does hereby resolve determine in order as follows. The public hearing was held on the date set, therefore, and due notice of said meeting was given in the manner required by law. At the public hearing, the Commission called for, heard, and considered all public comments by interested parties and read and considered the executive officer's report. The Commission is tasked under the California Environmental Quality Act in considering the potential impacts of the proposal as it separately relates to the A, accommodating sphere of influence amendment, and B, change of organization itself. The Commission's findings follow. San Diego LAFCO serves as lead agency under CEQA for the conforming sphere of influence action associated with accommodating the change of organization. It is recommended the Commission find this action, and specifically the amendment of the Helix wastewater districts or water district sphere to exclude the affected territory in a project under CEQA, but exempt from further review under state guidelines 15061B3. This exemption appropriately applies given it can be seen with certainty that spheres are planning policies and any associated actions, establishment, update, or amendment in and of itself does not change the environment or authorize any new uses or services. And the Padre Dam MWD serves as lead agency under CEQA for considering the physical effects of the change of organization as the initiating party. In this role as lead agency, Padre Dam has determined the change of organization and specifically the detachment of the affected territory from Helix WD, is a project under CEQA but exempt from further review under state CEQA guidelines, section 53120. Given the proposed change of organization involves the detachment of the affected territory from Helix WD for the purpose of consolidating the Sky Ranch development into one service provider and does not change the geographic location in which previous existing powers were exercised. Staff independently believes this is a reasonable determination and as responsible agency concur with Padre Dan MWD's finding. The commission conditionally approves the sphere of influence amendment for Helix Water District to accommodate and otherwise match the change of organization as shown in the vicinity map provided as Exhibit A. Approval includes the commission making findings under Government Code Section 56425, consistent with the statements provided in the accompanying executive officer's written report. Approval is contingent upon the approval and related issuance of a certificate of completion for the change of organization. The commission approves the change of organization without modifications as described below and subject to conditions as provided. Approval involves all of the following. Attachment of the affected territory from the Helix WD is shown in Exhibit B and described in Exhibit C. The commission conditions all approvals on the following terms being satisfied by May 6, 2025, unless an extension is requested in writing and approved by the executive officer. Completion of a 30-day reconsideration period provided under Government Code Section 56895. Submittal to the commission of final map and geographic description of the affected territory as approved by the commission, conforming to the requirements of the State Board of Equalization Tax Services Division. Submittal to the commission of the following payments. A check made payable to LACO in the amount of $100 for the County of San Diego Clerk Recorder to reimburse for filing 2 CEQA notice of exemptions consistent with the findings in the resolution. A check made payable to the State Board of Equalization for processing fees in the amount of $1,200. A check made payable to LACO to reimburse for the actual cost of noticing the proposal for both the public hearing and protest hearing in the San Diego Union Tribune. And the commission waives L106 in the otherwise provision to prepare a municipal service review to inform the associated sphere of influence amendment authorized as part of this proposal. The commission assigns the proposal the following short-term designation: Sky Ranch Change of Organization. The affected territory as designated by the commission is inhabited as defined in Government Code Section 56046. The commission delegates conducting authority proceedings under Government Code Section 56662 to the executive officer. The Helix Water District is a registered voter district. The Helix Water District utilizes the County of San Diego assessment roll. The affected territory will be liable for any existing bonds, contracts, and/or obligations of the Padre Dan MWD as provided under Government Code Section 57328. The effective date of the approval shall be the date of reversion, but not before the completion of the 30-day reconsideration period in conducting authority proceedings, and only after all terms have been completed as attested by the executive officer. As allowed under Government Code Section 56107, the commission authorizes the executive officer to make non-substantive corrections to this resolution to address any technical defects, errors, irregularities, or omissions. The executive officer is hereby authorized and directed to transmit copies of this resolution as provided in sections 56880 to 56882 of the Government Code. The executive officer is further authorized and directed to prepare, execute, and record a certificate of completion, make the required filings with the county assessor, county auditor, and the State Board of Equalization as required by section 57200 of the Government Code. And this was passed and adopted by the commission on the 6th of May, 2024. And received a 6-0 vote, which was passed. So no formal written protest was received, and seeing none, I will go ahead and consider this meeting complete at 11:14 a.m. on July 1st, 2024. Thank you.